Okay, so today we'll talk about how to add audio devices, how to turn off audio devices, how to remove them, how to group them. I'll give you some bonus mixing tips, and then we'll talk about how to save an effect rack, a custom effect rack, and then how to save a live set as a template. So let's start with adding audio devices. So we'll go to audio effects here. And at the top we have vocoder, utility, vinyl distortion. Okay, so these are all just a bunch of audio effects, right, that we have access to in Ableton. We can search for individual ones. Let's search for a saturator. So saturator is a digital like wave clipper. You can set different algorithms to add harmonic distortion to a sound. I'm not very well versed in sound design like terminology, but all I know is that it makes your sound fuller. You can see harmonics populate on the higher end of a spectrogram, and it can add, if you add enough drive, your classic distortion sound. We're just gonna use this as a little like tool for talking about how to group audio effects together. So say you have your audio effects here that you've added. So basically what I did was I just clicked on the saturator, right? And I double clicked on it, or you can drag it over. And so now in our audio track, saturated audio, we have our saturator engaged. It's on, and we know it's on because this little yellow dot is filled in here. So now it's off and on. When you turn it off, it turns gray. When you turn it on, everything goes blue again. So if we have two different audio effects, let's add a different one. Let's see. Let's go with an auto pan. So an auto pan will use this wave to move the stereo image of your track. You can change the rate. You can change the shape. Anyways, so we have two audio devices here. Now, say we want to turn off both of these audio devices, but we don't want to do it individually because say we scale and we have like a bunch of different audio pans. Not that we will ever have that, but instead of having to go in and turn these all off one by one, what you can do is select one, right? And when they're all on already, you select one, you hold shift, and then you can hit either the left arrow key or go select them with your mouse. Now they're all selected. Just go ahead and hit Command G or right click and group. Okay, so now all of these audio effects are grouped, and we can turn them all off over here with this button. Okay, so that is a very useful tool down the road when your projects get pretty complicated. You can group tracks. So just name bus 1. We have our two audio tracks grouped. All audio from these two tracks is going to get routed to this bus 1. And we can also highlight this entire chain here. We can Command C and throw this onto bus 1 and delete this other effect chain, but all the sound in this track is still going to get ran through our effect chain here. So that's also a very useful technique. Okay, so say we want to save our effect rack for future projects. What we're going to do is highlight this whole effect rack by clicking on the top left here. And right clicking then to find this little button called Save as Default Preset. Now I've already saved it, so I'm okay with overwriting it. And you'll be able to find anything that you save in your user library on the left here under Defaults, Audio Effects, and then Audio Effect Rack. So if I go to this track, Saturated Audio, I can now load this same rack here by double clicking on it. Now to save your entire project, we will go to Save Live Set as a template. And we'll name this my first template. And now when we save this live set, let's say we load a new set. Now all the work we did in that other template, say it was a good starting point. Like we loaded a bunch of tracks, they're all named. Maybe it's a set that you like for a live band recording setup or an electronic house project. You can load up that project by just double clicking on your template that you made for that specific project. It saves a lot of time. So that's really useful in the long run. And so I do want to pivot really quickly to talking about return tracks. So Ableton loads in their default template 2 return tracks for you. You can engage these return tracks by going up here to your normal audio track. There's 2 little rectangles here. These are corresponding to your return track A and B respectively. So A is here and B is here. If I were to turn up all the way to 0 on this audio track, I would hear reverb coming from reverb A for any audio that's in this channel 3 track here. Same goes for if I turn up the delay. So this value is the amount of audio, the level of audio that you send to this track, and then this volume is the volume of that effect that you're putting on top of the audio that you're sending here. And then this in turn gets routed to main. And main is what you hear. So let's talk about, let's say you have a reverb effect here that doesn't have this low cut and high cut engaged already by default. So Ableton is helping you out here by engaging this filter. What this EQ filter does is, because maybe you have a guitar as a great example, say you have a guitar playing and the guitar's frequencies ducking, or not ducking, but like touching 120 hertz because you're like in drop D or something and you have a lot of low end. Well, the reverb that you apply on top of that guitar is going to see that low end on your guitar and create the effect for that frequency range. So you're going to end up creating what's called a muddy reverb sound, because the reverb's seeing the low end of your guitar. What this does, this low cut, is going to prevent that from happening for any frequencies below 900, 600. You can move this 400, 300. And this cleans up your mix for any reverb that you add on top of a sound. You can also do a high cut. And this is already engaged by default. I just wanted to talk briefly about why. Same thing on your delay here. They've already created this filter. You can engage it like this. And you can make it more aggressive, less aggressive. And it's just a really useful tool for mixing very quickly that Ableton has built in for you. So that was the quick mixing tip I wanted to talk about, and that was everything I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you for your time and have a great day.